Live right now.
Okay, good, because he called my mom earlier today and said that you played a recording that I said something that I did not say.
He lying. So how the fuck would I play a recording that's something that you didn't say? No, K9, I told K9 to get ready.
Okay, so you live and make sure
Record
him
this.
and Yetta get.
And this is to you, K9 and Yetta. They can.
Okay, so you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so number one, whatever he called my mama, the recording that he called my mom said all he said was that you played a recording, and on the recording that I said something or you started a rumor or something. Number one, what was said yesterday was that I always knew about Yetta. He asked me to move with Yetta, and I okayed that when I first got in jail. That was to clear up any rumors that anybody thought that I never knew about Yetta. I knew about Yetta from day one. As far as him saying that he respect me and he gonna fall back and all of that, baby, I get out on next one on the 11th, and since Yetta was live talking about every time that him and her went out, he paid for everything. That means him and Yetta is both in debt with me. I don't give a damn about their relationship. Even when K9 came to visit me, I told him that I didn't care about him and Yetta relationship. I actually support their relationship when it really boils down to it. Now the situation now is there was supposed to be some stuff of mine that should have been paid for that wasn't paid for. But because it wasn't paid for, it became an issue. It became an issue because how much money I left K9 when I came to jail. Had he not been splurging my money on Yetta, and the reason I'm saying Yetta because Yetta was the one who was live stating, oh, every time we go somewhere, he paid for this and he paid for this. That should have been the same money that they used to pay for my shit. But now that my stuff is in a predicament, now
Motha Tae, my class act is
Go
BigoNOshade
ahead,
with
finish.
3 zeros.
but now
Make sure
that
y'all come out and support. It
I
starts
have to
at
come
8
up with the money
o'clock.
to pay for that. Yesterday when I told you to get Yetta number,
We gonna
I
stock
told
it
you to
to
get
her. I
Yetta
don't know
number
what
because
she's
he
talking
had
about
not
over
been
on that
picking up
Yetta
his
phone.
told
phone.
me she said I can't have her number.
Okay, but she
And I
told,
really
and I
don't
knew
care
she
no
was gonna
more.
say that because he
But we
probably told
do
her to
have
say that. But either way go, I end up getting Yetta number anyway. I just have not used it because I don't want her to feel like I'm disrespecting her because I'm not disrespecting her. I support their relationship or whatever they got going on. Like I said in the beginning, he told me that he asked me could he move with Yetta. He told me they wasn't fucking, but then later on, I got out of him that they were. He also told me that he told Yetta that, like, Yetta, I love you and Ari, but he said every time my name come up to Yetta, that I guess anytime Yetta hear my name, that she get mad and they get into a fight, or they've been fighting a lot lately, or whatever the case may be. X, Y, and Z. All of that, I don't even care about. My concerns was yesterday is why my stuff had not been paid for. If you can do this to Yetta and you call my mom, telling my mama you paying all the bills by yourself, you paying $2,500 rent by yourself, why was my shit not taken care of when I left you with money?
Right.
Now, at the end of the day, because if Yetta went live and stated out of her mouth that basically my money was being spent on her, then Yetta put herself in debt with me. Now, when I get out on the 11th, him, and Yetta can sit down and have a conversation. But if he really, he knows stuff that he said to me on this phone and when he came to visit me. So if he really want me to get down and dirty, this is going to be the warning. Next time I try to contact him, if he don't answer his phone, then I'm going to call you back, and then I'm going to say some other stuff, and he's going to Yetta is going to know that it had to come from him. I'm not trying to destroy their relationship. I don't give a fuck about their relationship. Like I said, I have always praised the relationship. I like the relationship. It is what it is. I have discussed with him about when they're arguing. I even discussed with him about how to fix the relationship. I even told him that I would talk to Yetta and let her know about you so she can understand you better, because obviously Yetta don't understand him as I understand him. So I said I will reach out to Yetta and talk to her to help your relationship so she can understand you in a different light, because she may think he's one way and he don't know how to talk. He don't know how to express himself, so I was going to help him with that. So at the end of the day, it was never no issue with Yetta or him being together. The issue right now is my shit.
Okay.
I granted her the relationship. I gave her my nigga because I had a choice not to give her my nigga. I gave her him.
Right.
So far as all this other shit where he said my mom saying, oh, he gonna fall back on all that, he could fall back all he want to. He always have fell back. He haven't. When I first got here, he was making sure I ate. He was doing everything he was supposed to do, but then I guess a little situation happened, and he stopped doing what he was supposed to do by me. We had not spoken, honestly, for 3 weeks, and then 3 days after Valentine's Day, me and him spoke. We had not spoken again because I told him out of respect for your relationship, I'm not going to call you like that. That was me and his agreement. I said, I'm not going to call you like that because I respect her. And if I was with you, I wouldn't want nobody calling you. Just like before I came in here, before I came in jail, me and Star used to talk, and me and Star had built a relationship where we had an understanding for each other. I'm not going to disrespect, even if I got out of here, and I was about to say some smart mouth shit, but even if I got out of here, and even when I get out of here, I'm not going to disrespect him and Yetta's relationship. I'm not going to allow him to call my phone and talk to me in a certain manner because I don't allow niggas to do that because I don't want nobody to do so. I'm not going to allow him to do something to her that I didn't want him to do to me.
Right.
So I'm not that type of person at all. It will never have been, never will be. However, what I will say, when it comes to my things, my belongings, if Yetta don't make sure her nigga do what he's supposed to do by my shit, Yetta will lose everything that she have worked hard for. And that's on my mother, that's on my daughter, that's on my little sister. If she don't make sure her nigga do what she's supposed to do by my shit, she's going to pay for it.
And that's being monitored and recorded for your safety and protection, Yetta.
And so, what I'm saying is, you're right, it's being recorded. And I want it to be recorded because he already told me that she was like a police type of girl anyway. And I don't care about none of that.
I also want to tell you this, another thing. My friends stay across the street from them. So, it's so crazy because they both, like, the apartments that my friend live in, I guess K9 be seeing her on the porch and he be kind of trying to flirt with her, but she got a boyfriend. So I already be getting AT anyway, but I really don't deal with K9.
But then Yetta and him just get a house?
Girl, that's what I heard. They got a house, but the apartment that, you know, that was in your name, that you know that you was originally living in with him in Vegas, is where my friend stayed across the street from. So yeah, so I heard they did just get a house or whatever like that. So but they been getting into it on Bigo. I really don't get into it with K9, but I remember one time he was acting like he was gonna expose my address and a whole bunch of other stuff, but I wasn't really worried about that.
Okay, so basically what you're telling me is that him and Yetta was living in my apartment together.
Oh, Leah, you know who Leah is? She was staying in the house too. So hold on, because they was all living there. Hold on, I'm finna bring Leah up on my live. Leah, you want to speak to Ari? Because Leah know all the tea and Yetta put.
Hello, can she hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Leah, how are you? I can hear you.
Hey, Ari, I just want you to know I ain't got no problem with you or nothing like that. I just happen to be staying with the people that's, I guess, is taking advantage of your situation. But when I was there, that nigga dead ass went in your freezer and took all your freezer meat out and brought it to that whole house. And as we speak, they sleeping in your fucking bed.
Okay, so my bed and my furniture is at her house, right?
Yeah, your furniture is at her house. And when she went to your apartment, she seen all your stuff over there. And I was like, you ain't asking about that? And she was like, yeah, I asked him about it. And he said that was his sister. But I feel like she mature enough to know that was a lie. You hear what I'm trying to say?
So
And can you explain why?
How old is Yetta?
How old is Yetta?
He's about 37.
Okay,
About
that's
to be
somebody else
38.
told me that she was old. Somebody else told me that she was older. Okay, so and somebody else told me exactly what you just told me, but when I questioned him about it, he told me that was a lie.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you
What are you
being
calling
honest
her?
with me.
No.
Your
And
background
like I
loud.
said, as far as you, tell her she can't hear me. Tell her as far as me and her,
I don't like
we don't have
Leah.
Right.
Leah.
I'm finna drop down. I'm in the car.
Okay, so Leah, as far
But
as
I just
y'all
want to say
problem,
that.
y'all don't have no problem.
I don't got no problem with Ari. I feel like it's fucked up what he doing to her in her situation, taking advantage and taking her money and spending it all, and then going to another bitch house and taking your shit. Like, that's weird to me. The first of all, taking the food was weird as hell, but then taking your furniture too, I just feel like he's just taking advantage of the situation.
And
That's
Ari
all I
will
want
help
to say.
anybody.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you know something about a storage?
Oh, Leah, come back. Do you know something about a storage? Leah, come back up here. She finna come back.
Because it was so funny because
She said she don't.
somebody told me that he had made a Instagram post, and everybody keep asking me, they're like, what color is your bed? And so I'm like, but I'm on type of person where at the end of the day, if him and Yetta needed their furniture or whatever,
You would have let him have it.
You know how I am. I would have gave it to them. So I never been, I never was mad. Like, honestly, right now, to be honest with you, I'm not even mad. I'm still not mad about this stuff. I don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't care. That's what people don't understand. I'm a get money bitch. And tell you one thing, anybody on this live gonna know, baby, when I fall, Say you've seen me fall many times and I come home to nothing. You know
You
how
get
I
right
always
back
get
up like
down.
you never fell.
So I'm not worried about that. But what I'm worried about is him and Yetta trying me on my time, because let him tell it Yetta do coke, but I'm sure he's probably doing it now too. Either way, it don't matter. But what I'm going to
Yetta
tell
is the
them,
one that be pissing on people on porches and stuff. I've been, I had been DM'd her. I was trying to be fake and get her number, but she was all like the comments. She was just not. She was not going for it. But K9, me and K9,
and she don't have to go for it, because at the end of the day, next month she's going to have to face me. And when I say she's going to have to face me, because they think I don't know what they said. I know a lot of stuff that they don't know, so they both going to have to face me. And for recorded purposes, I don't give a fuck about coming back to jail, because what Yetta needs to know, the reason K9 don't have a warrant now, because I took those charges. That's what type of bitch I am. That's why I'm still here, because I took his charges.
And so because we never knew why you went to
jail. He
jail.
was able to come and visit me because I took his charges.
You a real one. You a real one, Stab.
That's why I'm still here.
You a real one. And you want to...
So, okay, now since you calling my mom and tell my mom that Tay played a recording for you and I was saying some off-the-wall shit, now I'm saying it so you can hear what I'm saying. It's so funny, after Tay did whatever he did yesterday, I did everything on purpose so you could respond to my mom, because you had been ignoring her. But now, all out of the blue, you decide to test her yesterday. But one thing I can tell you, don't let that motherfucking storage get paid, bitch. And you and Yetta is going to be on the other side of my two-headed sword, and you know exactly what I mean. Because you think I stabbed your ass the first time, and then you walk around here telling people a lie about that, telling them that I stabbed you because I caught you cheating. No, I stabbed you because I told you to get out my house, and you wouldn't give me my phone back. You was trying to leave with my phone. That's why you got stabbed. So be 100 about everything. What happened was, I got his phone one day. Star texted him. When Star texted him, I called her from my phone. Me and Star, it was no disrespectful shit. She would tell me like, yeah, he been still texting me. She's like, I think he got, you cussed him out the other day. He got upset and he texted me. She's like, but it wasn't no shit like that. She screenshotted me all the text messages. And I said, Star, I really appreciate you. I respect you, this and that other. At that point, it was some stuff that Star wanted to know the truth to. I got him to be honest with Star and tell her the truth about those things. After that, I went through his phone, and I'm believing it was Yetta, and now it all makes sense. I was texting this girl that was in his phone. He saved her number in his phone as Bessie, and it had a bucket at the end. And I asked the person, I said, what is your name? They would never tell me their name. And I was like, how do you know him? They was like, from work. And I'm like, from work? Are you sure? They was like, yeah. I was like, well, why would he be calling you Bessie? They was like, well, we working on it. So I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And so I let it go. So the next day, when he went to work, I texted the person. They didn't text back, but then at that point, when he got home, I was like, you know what, K9, I was like, I just feel like this not going to work. I was like, I will get you a ticket back to Atlanta, but it's just time for us to go our separate ways. He started saying, why are you doing this to me? I don't want to go nowhere. I love you, this and other. I was like, I just can't do this no more. At that time, he said, well, I don't want to leave Vegas because I got a good job, which he did have a real good job. He's like, I got a real good job, so I don't want to leave. So I was like, well, find you a homeless shelter or something. I gave him my phone. He found the homeless shelter. After he found the homeless shelter, I said, K9, now give me my phone back. When I tried to get my phone back, K9 tried to go out the door. I stopped K9. I hit him in the head with a bottle, and he didn't do nothing. Like, he just looked at me like, okay, bitch. And so I was like, get my motherfucking phone. So he gonna get my phone. So honestly, I did not intend to cut him, but I swung the knife and it sliced his arm up. And then he still didn't give me my phone. So then when the police got there, at first he told them I didn't do it, whatever. I guess he was doing it for my eyes only. But then when he got outside, he showed the police a video because he had been recording.
You have 1 minute left.
He had been recording me the entire time.
So when you gonna call me back?
I can call you right back.
Okay, call me right back.
The caller has pressed 2.
Say, okay, now line me. He on live, right?
You may start the conversation now.
So, Tay, I got a lot down, but I'm going to make sure I call you back tomorrow. But you can let him and Yetta know because of the information that I just found out. I'm definitely, when I get out on 11, they definitely both better be ready to show me what they're about.
Okay. He live right now. I'm about to tell him.
Huh?
He live right now. I'm about to line with him and tell him.
No, go ahead and line with him while I'm on the phone.
Come. Okay, so what's his big old ID, y'all? He gonna do it. I'm about to go on his page on my other page real quick. How long can you talk on the phone?
Let me ask you. Hold on. Yeah, the officer saying I gotta go. If it was another officer, they'll do it. But he's saying no.
Oh, he on live right now. He's talking about fly there. He feeling it. He feeling it. Okay, Step. Call me tomorrow. I got you.
Wait, no, what he say?
We don't fuck with none of these weird ass, perverted ass bitch.
You hear him?
What he say?
He talking shit.
No, what he saying?
Ain't it what it is?
He don't fuck with nobody. Kick the people out his live.
Nigga, that don't clip me, bitch. I already hit my quota. I hit my quota already, bitch.
He said he don't fuck with who?
He basically saying he don't fuck with me, and he kicked me out, telling his people to kick me out the live.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just making sure. I was just trying to see what he's talking about me, but okay.
All right.
My mama just sent me a text. I'm gonna make sure I call you tomorrow, and we'll go live, and you can let him know he can go live with you tomorrow to talk to me.
Okay.
All right, I love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Love you too. I'll talk to you tomorrow.